right thing. Back it up on the top gyrating. Back out and go on with dating. Champion. My girl, you a champion.
I wanna see you wine. I wanna see you wine, wine, wine. But I'm running out of time. I got money on the line. I got money on my mind. Baby, can you be mine? I wanna see you wine. I wanna see you wine, wine, wine. But I'm running out of time. I got money on the line. I got money on my mind. Baby, can you be mine? I wanna see you wine. I wanna see you wine, wine, wine. But I'm running out of time. I got money on the line. I got money on my mind. Baby, can you be mine? I wanna see you wine. I wanna see you wine, wine, wine. But I'm running out of time. I got money on the line. I got money on my mind.
Me the girl, me no tech program. So tell the black one or the chrome one. Money me appreciate Western Union. Sip my scatter like communion. Hot girl take a pic, put it on Instagram. No response with them, no matter what I plan. From me born, I just submit on. Little but me tall, me do me thing like a lava. Na bagalang talking, na bagala. Na bagalang talking, na bagala. Na bagalang talking, so chadalang, chadalang, chadalang. Na bagalang talking, na bagala. Na bagalang talking, na bagala. Na bagalang talking, so chadalang, chadalang,
Your man say he don't like me. I don't like that you just call. You think you something. He make your unfollow me on IG. Matter of fact, unfollow that nigga right now too. But I still think about you nightly. I think about what it might be like if we link up. I know you have someone. I know, but I still wanna teeth it and keep it a secret. I know you have somebody, but I still wanna link up and keep it in touch. Let me take this. Come, let me take this. Let me give like a piece of the thing that let me make you feel sweet. Let me take this. Say okay. I want you to think about it. Think about it. I want you to think about it.
I'm thinking.
Think about it.
I'm thinking.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
I'm young this lad. Johnny, just done with vendetta. Show me only make you better. Them write we off like a letter, but we still a trendsetter. The pain and the fight, all the hate, all the lies done me. I see my do what me love. Push me another time, never sing another rhyme. Cut me now, you could have not seen a blood. Ready up for them pain and heartbreak. Shot me night for my love. All of me life experiences, things when me got through for real, build me up as a top. Why say them bad why I'm vain? But now the time for chase me, shit it out when I say my love the girl, the man, the man, is sexy and clean. But when I have nothing when I cook in a canteen, soup me see me all the while, what make you do not run, eh? my internet name. Full tip out of the party, well, madam me. Nothing personal, I just how we let us stay. Let me tell you, the pain of the fight, all the hate, all the lies on me. Now somebody who me love. Push me another time, never sing another rhyme. Cut me now, you could have not seen a blood. Ready up again, pain and heart. Shut me night for me love. All of me life experiences, things when me got you for real, then you was a talk.
I woke up Chris Breezy. Oh my God, I'm a man. I'm so fly and I can dance. There's tattoos on my neck. I just FaceTime Kanye. I told him I'm his biggest fan, yeah. Got all these things in my DM. Only thing I got kids. Oh, I can sing so well. Wonder if I can say the N-word. When can I really say the N-word? What up, my winner? What up, my winner? Big ups, my winner. We are my winner. You stupid little winner. Forget y'all winners. Cause I'm that winner, 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 winner. I'm that winner. I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So hottish, turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to turn this sideways. I can't believe that it's right now. Me not no worries. Gotta deal with everything. Gotta deal with everything. Right now. Me not no.
Every girl see a wine, 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 wine. Girl rock out and wine, 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 wine. Every man grab a girl 'cause another ring time. We a party and enjoy the vibe. Girl wine, 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 wine. Slow down, bust a slow wine. Boy come grind up your body pan mine. See me position so your body can align. Tick tock like a me a tell time. Follow the lead and me motion smooth like a lotion. Belly just a roll like the waves of the ocean. Talk we attack the words we unspoken. Rave and a rise a commotion. Head top no, no broke your neck back no. Woman of the night, nobody can stop you. Do you wanna sing them can't counteract you. Such a small one I bend over low. Every girl see a wine, 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 wine. Girl rock out and wine, 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 wine. Every man grab a girl 'cause a dagger in time. We a party and enjoy the vibe. Girl wine, 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 wine.
Flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram. Make your bumper flip like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram. You deaf girl, wine up on my body, girl. Wine like it's a carnival. Girl, me love the way you wine for me. Girl, your wine is so emotional. So wine up on my body, girl. Me why you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a body animal. You acting no little lazy. Girl, you a body animal. Come on, you want to drive me crazy. Girl, you a body animal. You wine so low, you just so low. Girl, you left on your
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, yeah, baby, baby, yeah, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, yeah, baby, baby, yeah, take it, love it. Tonight I'ma let you be the captain. Tonight I'ma let you do your thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, babe. Tonight I'ma let it be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we could get it on, yeah. We could get it on, yeah. Do you like it, boy? I want, what you want, Give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. What I want is what you want, nah, nah. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, yeah, baby, baby, yeah, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Yeah, baby, baby, yeah, take
Ring a rosy, your pocket full of cozy. Asham, your arm fell down. ashes in the water, ashes in the sea. Shizzle and ism, the girls are dead over we. Me and my crew got the whole city locked. Impress the girl them with the style what we got. You know like no fussy, make me see light a flash. Elephant message, send this out there. Me and my crew got the whole city locked. Impress the girl them with the style what we got. You know like no fussy, make me see light a flash. Elephant message, send this out there. Tiffany, want me carry I go club epiphany. And them a go seek of me. Our man want this of me. Say him a go thump and fist of me. Show me have him girlfriend a kiss of me. Them can't get rid of me. My lip and my blip and mama deliver me. Girl a watch she a done grip of me. Father God you in me. Thank you for the style away you go see me see light the flash. Elephant message, send this out there. Me and my crew got it, send this out there.
Chun-Lee's anyway, yee-ow. Who the f*** told bitches they was me now? I knew these bitches was slow, I ain't know these bitches see now. Married a shooter case, you niggas tried to breathe loud. Boom your face off, then I tell them ceasefire. I'm the AB, 700 on the horses when we fixin' to leave. But I don't f*** with horses since Christopher Reeves. Gotta be careful when I dip, it's flips all in the whip. It's 40s with 30 clips, FNs with the switch, guacamole with the taco, waiting on El Chapo. Came in the rolls and left low in the Tahoe. Da da da, 100 rounds on it, da da da. Real one like a shot da da. She my little vibe, my little Bad girl don't run from nobody like Rude boy want me touching on his body like yeah. Boy I be dead if he ever diss me. You know what to do if he ever miss me. Miss me with the na 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 na. I stay with my na 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 na. His ex hitting me like na 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 na. He want the bud got sleeves like that, well I'ma tease like that. Ew na 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 na. He tell me bring him that na 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 na. He tell me bring him that na 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 na.
I'm all the way up, all the way up. I'm all the way up, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, all the way up. I'm all the way up, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way.
Yeah, still with you. Still waters run deep. Still Snoop Dogg and D.R.E. 9-9. Guess who's back? Still doing that, Andre?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Check me out. Still Dre Day, AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Run. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps change, they wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on things.
Dr. Dre is the name, I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf, still beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love of the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them codes and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the D.R.E.
For the gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them codes and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love
But if bitch can't get $1 out of me, no Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.G. I don't know what you heard about me, but if bitch can't get $1 out of me, no Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.G. I saw that she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce & Gabbana. She feed the fools fantasies, they pay her cause they roll her. I spit a little G, man, and my gang got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada. Them trick niggas in the ear saying they think about it. I got the bitch by the bar trying to get a drink about it. She like my style, she like my style, she like the way I talk. She from the country, then she like me cause I'm from New York. I ain't that nigga tryna holler cause I want some head. I'm that nigga tryna holler cause I want some bread. I could care less how she perform when she in the bed. Bitch at that track, get your date and come and pay the kid. Look baby, this is simple. But if bitch can't get $1 out of me, no Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.G. I don't know what you heard about me, but if bitch can't get $1 out of me, no Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.G.
Show you. Know what you need. Show you.
Nesh K.
Show you. Know what you need. Show you. Pump up the volume. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want. You know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want. You know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
Pump up the volume.
They wanna know who's that girl? Come on, come on. Who's that girl? Come on, who's that girl? Come on, come on. Who's that girl? Come on. They wanna know. They wanna know. They wanna know. They wanna know. They wanna know.
I'm the real, no lie. I don't know what it is, but you just my type. Everything just right. Be simple to the left, don't listen to the hype though. Got a cup in your hand, baby sitting, but you ain't got no kiss. We ain't living till it ain't no more left. Can't see no time on the Rolex. I can tell you a freak, gon' show it. Looking for the after party with the go at. Go on the flow like a go man. Baby, you know what to do that. Say.
Remind me of something. I don't know what it is. Remind me of something.
You gotta show me. Alright.
Remind me of something. I don't know what it is right now. Remind me of something.
You gotta show me.
Baby, you can know it.
Check it out. Yeah. Here we go now. Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Ladies looking hot. Check it out. Yeah. Here we go now. Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Check it out. Yeah. Ladies, come on.
Baby, show me that. Show me love. Show me love. Show me that. Show me love. Show me love. Wobble on it. Wobble up. Wobble up. Wobble on it. Wobble up. Wobble up. Show me that. Show me love. Show me love. Show me that. Show me love. Show me love. Wobble on it. Wobble up. Wobble up. Wobble on it. Wobble up. Wobble up. Got money, you ain't fucking nothing. Get my then you better start with something. Pay your own rent. Got your own chick. You don't need me. Get the best is why hella greedy. And you ain't out here looking for love. You didn't have your heart broken. You had enough. Your ex, he was nervous. Soon as I get through the falling in love. Show me love. Show me love. Show me that. Show me love. Show me love. Wobble on it.
Get ugly. Damn, that's ugly.
Stand up like a soldier, baby. Yeah, I know you built like that. Gun it like a holster, baby. Show them say you're wicked like that. We live where the war is raging, chasing our crazy dreams, hoping that the bridge won't cave in. So now we'll let it all go free. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Now she don't like stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rock, 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 rock. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Now she don't like stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me let it up.
Me a tease a lot, tease a lot. Me a tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot. Aka kajaba kana deni kwe a lot. For me kijipa najitoa very fast. Na ya tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot. Haka kajaba kana deni kwe a lot. For me kijipa najitoa very fast. So ni one nimekuja home nijiondoe very fast. Nikingoja na ile uba yenye ucheza last. Nafa kuenda church but sidhani mitakam jumanzi venye kumeshika di ukipiga ni reverse. Ngoja hold up kuna mali imekam kando kevi Subaru na najua timejam. Kwa wapi nko kwa jams unajua water. Ni a tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot. Aka kajaba kana deni kwe a lot. For me kijipa najitoa very fast. Na ya tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot, tease a lot. Haka kajaba kana deni kwe a lot. For me kijipa najitoa very fast.
Naoga tunarudi soko, na tukirudi tunachoma foto. Hibel ni safi kumejaa watoto, so tumeoga tunarudi soko. Soko tunarudi soko. Soko tunarudi soko.
Napitia na dinga ina speakers inatingisha madirisha
Nacheza amwachani na bado amwachani. Hautoagi kitu pewangwi, haupewangwi, ndo maana upewangwi.
Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam kabagazi. Mbona umetika mandazi? Bana mastress ya manzi. Tiatoi kitu roho safi apote. Liz Johnny ndefu wake kando angoje. Mimi nataka dem kakothe. Bila pesa yezi haiwezi. Sema kweli unakutu. Junanga mutu. Kila mtu amekushuku. Ndio maana amekupiga marufuku.
Unacheza amwachani na bado amwachani. Hautoagi kitu pewangwi, haupewangwi, ndo maana upewangwi.
Ati Monday ni kazi, Tuesday ni katu Monday, Wednesday si jali, Thursday na ngoja Friday. Oh la 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 la, oh la 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 la, oh la 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 la, oh la 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 la.
Twende, tukorido sahi hadi Mangware. Kila kemboi wamefika na walales. Hakuna gravity kwa mongo ni mabale. Najisikia kuna kakitu kwa wallet. Mtaani nilitoka hadi kiwa manches. Sikupitia kibandaski kwa madhe. Sahi katumbo kamejaa kuna gases. Juu ya kunyonya jag sipendangi glasses.
Sato ndakuwa na ganje ni nani? Atataka makali tayari. Buda say niko machi na imagine Mande na niko kazi. Mini big boy siezi kusa toy. Missy role model ni avoid. Na mbona buda nikileo Liwaribu ganji nikisema bewa Ati Monday
You ready for this? You shake your body if you're ready for this. Just move that booty if you're ready for this. Oh my
shorty. But we'll be rolling in the party. Parties, 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 parties.
Tout le monde debout, que la fête commence. Les marrons sont dans la danse. I'm Mr. Vegas original, me and a criminal. Me say me party, me feel sexy, gal. Hey, debout, que la fête commence. Les marrons sont dans la danse. Jackie and Benji, well official. Them man a criminal, me say they party like wild animal. Hey, everybody in the club, them a rock to the dub. Everybody feeling Irish tonight. It no matter you a what, Mr. Vegas knock ya. It no matter if you black or you white. Girl waistline a swing, me say like gin and them a drink red stripe. So follow Biggie, Jackie and Benji, everybody just keep me alive. Debout, que la fête commence, les marrons sont dans la danse. I'm Mr. Vegas original, me and a criminal. Me say me party, me be a sexy gal. Hey, debout, que la fête commence, les marrons sont dans la danse. Jackie and Benji, well official, them and a criminal. Me say they party like wild animal.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk up, percolate anything you want. Because it's oscillating if I don't take pity. Want to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing cause you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want part with us. You know they care with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us. To get next with us, them can't vex with us. From the day my bonds, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Girl, don't sweat it, don't get agitated. Girl, go and rotate, draw anything you want, you know you must get it. Come in my mention, don't ease the tension. Girl, run the program, just go and fit it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up for the mind. Cause nobody can't let the man moan in it. Cause you are the number one, girl, wave your hand, let them see the wedding band. Yo, sexy ladies want part with us. Inna the car with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us.
Remix, baby. Remix, baby. Come on. Remix, baby. Come on. Wait, remix, baby. Official remix.
I remember when I had that little shorty uptown. Yeah, drop, we would never stop running around. She would lay up in the condo, I was a clown. Every time the phone rang, I ignored the sound. Cried on the doorstep, stomp and pound. Throwing up hysterical, you fell on the ground. I chose my slow love. This palace is nesh. That was better, this is now.
She is a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me.
What's the dance now?
It's a beauty.
Higher level now. Online now. Give me the dance now. On the river now. Give me the dance now. Everybody in the club. In the club now. Higher level now. On the river now. Online now. Come on.
Yo, please head, trim out, pull up, smiles. This one's for Queens. This one's for Brooklyn. New York City. Young money. Hey yo, Egyptian, tell them Figuan, eviction. This one, yeah, it's had a bad gal edition. See them gal, that contradiction. Them say them sitting tight, I bear fiction. The wall of them a beat, body smoking, cigarette, shit nice, figure it. Get them the rollerblades, tell them to ski it. Stay out doing them, Jamaican tip. All I do is sign boobs and be taking pics. Got the new bins, the color of bacon bits. Got a spot in every state, Dalmatian. Now this young money, old money, real good money. Ain't do a feature that wasn't on Billboard, honey. Kingston, Remo, Waterhouse, Jungle, Bobby, man, I've enough gal in a bumble.
Give me the tightest grip, me everything of my life. Yeah, me just want to hold you, put me thing all around you. Yeah, give me the tightest hold, me everything of my life.
I'm from outer space, I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away. I'm illuminated now, make a move, start a waves. I've been dreaming about flying for a long time. I had a vision from weak, I just float. I don't need gravity, I just need growth. Oh, when I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I won't ever ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble. When I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I won't ever ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
Hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. Hotter than lava, my girl, you a burn up. And I say, girl, you me never ever heard of. Hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. Hotter than lava, my girl, you a burn up. You a burn up. And so me go so then the kitty them pretty, so the dog them a bark. Love it the way you whine or you walk and attack. So when you take body like a rocket, it a spark. Dicky is a hit when the girl them top shots. Hey, white, black, brown, slim or brown, me not care. No matter the time of day, them fi get slay anywhere. Me no rich, but if a silent man a millionaire. Girl, if you have a tighty, fling it in here. Me get, hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. Hotter than lava, my girl, you a burn up. And I say, girl, you me never ever heard of. Hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. Hotter than lava, my girl, you a burn up. You a burn up, yo. Hey, wine around, make your trunk eat it ground. What the girl them they will mix up them style with Willie bounce. I dance, we confid dance, so no time fi sit down. Miss a big up all of the girl them who know deal with silly stunt. Hey, I mean kitty with the hygiene. Who roll up into the dance, always nice and clean. Hey, I mean the proper looking wifey. From your other tighty, million a sliding. Hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. I don't love my girl, you a burn up. And I say, girl, you me never ever heard of. Hey, Miss Fatty Fatty, you a murder. Millie love it the way you twist and a turn up. Act like lava, girl, you a burn up. And I say, girl, you me never heard of.
Every man grab a girl,
and every girl grab a man.
Man to man, girl to girl, that's wrong.
And them
all when a night, you feel like sun hot when you're coming on the ramping shot.
Make sure you know, be know, and I just chat, yeah, chat.
Hey, me kill a longer than me night.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to go on a long ride of good music and great vibes with the undisputed DJ, Black Boy DJ.
You know you're my one and only. I wanna love you till I can't. No, yeah. My girl, she a Cinderella dance till she fall off. She not care for money even if you're big and tough. She do it for the love. She a little shy till she tipsy. That the dancing, yeah. Now you already know. When I see you, it's going down for sure. No pick the egg out, this name for sure. What we do, nobody got to know. Now you already know. When I see you, it's going down for sure. No pick the egg out, this name for sure. What we do, nobody got to know. Oh, nah, baby.
Usinifanye nifutwe kazi. Kindly please.
Yes.
My guy.
Talk to me.
First of all, okay, so I was just telling you off air.
Yeah.
I am in utter shock that you have a Nico shop because I know there's like 700,000 DJs who know of that song and have heard it and they've reposted it on Instagram, but very, and I say very few, have the guts to play it and understand the impact of that song. I know, right? So first of all, I was like, okay, listen. So the whole mix already, I was like, my guy, you have understood the assignment. Thank you. You did not come to let yourself down. Got you. But when you played that song, I was like, okay, sasa huyu kijana wa watu niaje. Karibu in the building, DJ Nesh. Thank you. Welcome to Icon Radio, my darling. Appreciate. Superstar Dottie. I'm going to say that because I know you've been on 1,000 phone calls trying to get your people in order. Yeah. She's representing Westwood Hotel today. Yeah. So you guys, welcome to the stage on Icon Radio. I'm Sandra. So I'm going to just start off with the DJ because I know you were hearing the mixes Dottie on the other side as well, right? Yeah. My guy, can we, okay, so should I tell people the nemesis of like how this even came to be?
Yeah, that's okay, that's fine.
So there's a very lovely lady at called Judy. Yeah. Judy harasses me, but that's the best way I can explain this. Judy harasses me because Judy's like, Sandra, you can't say you're a believer in the 254 talent. And me, I've got people. And I'm like, my guy, me, I didn't fight you. Like, it's okay to just send me off. Like, see at Nivita, ma'am. See Nivita. So she sent me like like your mix, I think it was Mixcloud, profile and everything. And I was like, hey, ma'am, me, the thing is, in my opinion, and I'm sure as you know, what DJs put out in mixes in terms of like YouTube or Mixcloud is never what happens on ground. Yeah. Because there are a lot of times where I've loved DJs and then I've gone where they're playing manually and I'm like, where I could have just stayed home and listened to my Boomplay app and been cool. You understand what I mean? Because I'm like, clearly the inspiration they had in their house the day they did that mix and the inspiration that's happening today are two separate things. You feel me? But I love the fact that you're this hungry, in terms of what you want to achieve in terms of being a DJ. Yes. And my biggest thing about when I meet DJs who I'm just like, yeah, man, you've understood the assignment, is the fact that you get what hype means. Exactly. Because if somebody has left their house, showered, ameka Rexona, amepaka mafuta, ameitisha boda, ama ni Uber, sijui nini, hajakuja kuchill, amekuja kujinice. And Kenyans as a nation were really about that dance life. You know what I mean? It's not the same everywhere, I get that, but as the 254, historically, that's what we're about. If you're going to go out, mtu anataka kudance mbaya. From the dudes to the chiles, it's a whole gang affair. Exactly. So to be able to achieve that, me, I was like, because I arrived in quite a state. And it's a good state. I'll explain later why.
It's a good state.
I'm blaming this on Semiti, by the way. This is all Semiti's fault. I'm giving him full blame because he's the one who compromised my health yesterday. Yeah. But how long have you been doing this for?
7 years to date now.
7 years. First of all, how old are you? Because you look like you're like 19. So when you say 7 years, I'm like, bruh, you were DJing since 14 or like 12?
No, I started DJing when I was 20.
Okay. So you're 27 officially?
I'm 27 officially.
Oh, thank God you're legal.
Okay. Legal,
so girls, you can holla. He is officially of age.
I look like a kid. I used to have dreads.
So I've seen on your picture, exactly. That's when I got in here and I was like, who this? I was like, Ule DJ Ako, because I was expecting the dreads,
yeah? So dreads.
First of all, as a native Jamaican in my mind, thanks to Etana, you cannot be cutting off dreads. That's not a thing.
You see, for me, they were not dreads.
What does that mean?
Zangu zilikuwa luku.
Ulikuwa ya kuchafua madem.
Sio kuchafua madem. Yacha kama mtoi. Wacha by the time niko 25 bado was still looking like a kid.
So you were like, let me put some dreads in.
Yeah,
because then it's going to look like I've been growing this for like 12 years.
For some time,
You're so dramatic. Oh my days. Like who even thinks like that in like, are you mad?
The entertainment industry.
No.
You have to try everything.
Kindly, please. Yeah? So you've been doing this for 7 years.
Yes.
Like what got you into like DJing? Like what was the thing?
So basically when I was young, we used to listen to music like a lot. Like my dad used to be those OGs with the cassettes, with the record players. And
which song do you remember the most from your childhood?
Oh.
One of them kuchoma?
Siezi juu. once umeingia ku DJ, do you know how many songs are in my mind right now?
Bruh, that's a lie. Because all of us remember the one song our folks are about. Usinipime. I can tell you for free, Bulindela, Brenda Fassi, my mom. Me, I know, on site.
On my, okay, fine. My dad used to be more of the chronic, the NWA.
Oh, yeah? He was about that gang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was the 1990
I like that.
album or something.
Yeah.
But sasa hapo ndio nilianza kubambika such kind of music.
Okay, got
so
you.
Then I was driven into music, but I could not sing. I wanted to sing and rap and do all that.
Yeah, not everybody can sing, baby. We know.
Yeah, so I decided to venture into now DJing.
DJing, yeah.
Got the flow, and then I was like, yes, this is what I'm going to do.
This is what you want to do. Did anybody teach you?
Yeah. I had a couple of friends who taught me the basics, and then I decided to go into a DJ academy, and then from there it's just me.
Which DJ academy?
It was called Vibe Sounds in Nairobi.
Right. Yeah. Was there like a famous DJ behind it, or it was just Nafundishwa too?
Nafundishwa.
I find that out really, really difficult. So it's really impressive that you are like, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to pursue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just love music.
I just love music.
But crazily though, you're playing music that's much, much older than you.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the beauty of music. You can play something that is old, that is way too old, and you can still vibe to it more than the latest kind of music.
No, 100%. Yeah. Let me tell you, I know this. I am fully aware of this because I go out right now, and sometimes I'm like, y'all don't even know. I'm like, you guys are listening to the remix version. The original is the one. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I feel you. I understand what you mean.
Exactly.
So you've been doing this for 7 years now. What's been the highlight for you in your career?
What's been the highlight?
Yes.
Okay, honestly, like you see, since I started DJing, the only thing that makes it a highlight, quote unquote a highlight, is when I see people happy. That's the thing.
When they're smiling, when the girls come to the deck. Can you play for me? And they're singing along. Tunajua hizi vitu. I notice it all the time, especially like with like male DJs.
Yeah.
They'll be like every like 15, 20 minutes, there'll be like a girl coming. Can you play for me? And then they never remember the name of the song. They start singing along to you. They're like, can you play for me? And because I've got a lot like DJ friends, and they'll sit back and they'll be like, bruh, I've got like my earphones on. It's loud. There's a crazy girl on the corner telling me, play for me. And they're usually like, I don't even know what she's saying. But we're like,
okay.
Because they're like, come rain, come sunshine, at some point in my set, that song will play. You know what I mean? Because they're like, we don't even understand what's happening. Does that happen to you a lot?
Not really of late now.
Hey,
for some weird reason, you get to blend in with the crowd of late. For the past like 2-3 years, you get to blend in with the crowd. So they don't really have to ask you for requests.
First of all, can you get your flowers? And because what you're saying is basically, I'm so good. I don't need nobody coming to ask me for no freaking song. I love it. I love to hear it. That's what's up. So, Miss Dottie, there you're smiling over here. I know clearly you're about the music and the turn of life. Clearly. So, good morning, my love. You're coming from Westwood Hotel.
Yeah.
Which is the grander. Lake Naivasha Resort, kuna Sweet Lake, kuna Hadassah. Me, I'm about that life. Let me tell you, I know the Superior Hotel. Don't joke with me. So you're currently hosting one of my. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and I told him yesterday, so it's not like a secret. It's taken me very long, and even now there's still a bit of to get onto the Amapiano bandwagon, because I grew up in the era of Double HP, Gangs of Instrumental, Mikasa, in terms of SA music, you understand? And so when this new wave came on, I was like, nah, bruh, that's not even real music. I don't know what you guys are listening to. I was like, it has to be quiet. I was like, this is somewhere. And I've worked with so many of those artists, but still, I can tell you for free, even in my work with like Foka, my work with like Vigro, I think I have maybe like 2 Vigro songs on my phone. I don't have a single Focalistic song on my phone, yet he's one of the talents I work with. Yeah. So it's really been a fight. Like, people getting me into this zone has really been, and I'm like, nah, guys, you can't convince me because this is not making sense. So Semi T is in the 254. And as the universe would have it, we're the ones, I'm part of the team who's running his tour in the 254. And obviously we all know, let me ensure I can pronounce this properly. Labantwana Ama Uba was the breakout song during COVID times. And that was one of the breakthrough songs that happened globally, in terms of Amapiano and him. So if in case any of you guys don't know, he was a soccer player before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then the ghost of music caught his spirit, and it is what it is. And so yesterday, for the first time, okay, in like the history of everything that is Sandra, I found myself actually jamming for like maybe 20-30 minutes in his set to Amapiano music. And it's not because I'm a fan or I know the songs or anything of the sort, but just the way he did the DJing of Amapiano.
The flow.
You know, right now, and I'm not saying there's no shade to any of my Amapiano DJs, the 254. They commercially play the TikTok favorites. So whatever is trending as Amapiano music on TikTok, that's what they play. But Semi T gave us the real. Like we're in deep Soweto. It is what it is. You understand? And I was like, bruh, but this guy is so cool. So outside of that, now when he came to the 254, I was like, let me figure out where am I going to put him to stay. Most talent in the last like 2 years, they're like, let's get an Airbnb because watu wanataka kufanya bad manners na vitu yenye zi make sense. And you see halal.
Boom.
And you see halal. But historically, for me, with most of my talent, I've always worked with superior hotels because they really understand handling like VIP clients. I've done it with alternate sound, blah blah. Like they really understand the hospitality part when it comes to A-list talent. And I think that's what Westwood has done so far, because the minute he got there and he got into his room, he was like, oh my God, he was like posting on his Instagram. And I was like, my guy, you're here to post Kenya, not the hotel.
No.
I was like, my guy, I don't want to see your toilet. What is happening? You understand me?
Very, very interesting place.
No, I really love it, and I'm so appreciative because I know a lot of creatives come to Westwood, because I know Terrence Creative, his whole series of walikuwa kitu nani? The Cameroon, the thing you're shooting. Oh my God, the most famous line, how can I forget this? It's Terrence Creative. The one of like when they painted their faces in like Cameroonians. Business legit. Business legit. Was all shot there. So Westwood historically has been one of the places that a lot of creatives like to come. I've seen enough clothing companies in the 254, Matu models, or kuchapa. Have you been to Westwood before? So it's on Pepperoni in Westlands. Beautiful hotel. Yeah, Westwood.
Okay.
Atakupatia taga akupatia free lunch. Ufanye ile kiru. Got you. Wende ushoot ka mix hapo. Ama. See? You're welcome. So with Westwood, what like digitally right now, I know you guys are really about the digital space officially. Instagram. Finally, we thank God. Thank you. Because you are really about like our website is, and I was like, babe, in the 21st century, nobody's doing the website thing. Like we love you, but it's not that deep.
I know people right now are just like in the bandwagon of Instagram.
Yeah, like if you're not on Instagram, if you're not on what's the other one? Snapchat, it's like we don't know you. It's like who, where, Ati, and it's like that guy has been there for like 15 years, bruh. How do you not know who this is? So, what's inspired you guys to get into the digital space?
I think what inspired everyone to get into the digital space?
Yeah, I'm not that deep in the digital space.
It is COVID, because you get we were more used to the corporate world.
Yes, 100%.
And then we had to get into like now tapping into the youth.
Yeah.
Because you get for Westwood, it's more of a garden.
Yes,
so
it is. Yeah.
We need baby showers, birthdays, we do all those things. So, and most people who enjoy such like grand birthdays are the youth.
Facts.
So yeah, that's all like why
you guys got into that space. Yeah. And I know you guys are really open into like for creatives, because even when I was having the conversation with your head of digital marketing, Emma, she was like, she's trying to get as many like artists, like events and all that kind of start happening at Westwood. Yeah. Nesh and Azcom, this is a shout out. Please, Dottie is on ground. Kindly. You want to put together your little, I don't know, YouTube videos, have that conversation on site. Yeah. I have provided the situation for you guys to have it, because they've got such amazing grounds and you can shoot such amazing content there. And outside of that, I know you guys are trying to get into the event space as well. Yeah, what I know, you guys have hosted a lot of my artists in the years, like quite a lot, and it's been brilliant. Like, other than the 1-2 times what wamechoma kwa rooms, kila kitu ingine imekuwa tu sawa. You understand? Kila kitu tu imekuwa like Westwood was not at fault. But yeah, so but it happened. So with getting into the creative space, are you guys like in support of the Kenyan creative industry? Is that something you guys are trying to brand yourselves?
Yeah, we are trying to push towards more of like videography happening in West.
Okay.
Because the previous song, the actually released song of Major was done in
Yes.
So we are trying to push more of that.
Okay.
And sometimes we also need DJs for events. Like you get something like Christmas or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Things like those.
So now just save the numbers, have it like as an in-house. These are your in-house guys. Officially. Don't try and call Sujui Nani and Nani huko relax. I've plugged you with the in-house team. For Easter, birthdays, Christmas, I don't know what. Now you have like an in-house. Okay? And clearly they're proven that they know what they're doing.
Considering even we usually have clients who want DJs and we don't have an in-house DJ.
See? Yeah. You're welcome, boys. You're welcome. Thank you.
You're a big one.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Shukran. All right. So now these guys are the ones who are hosting Semiti for me, and the hospitality has been amazing. And I don't know because I know because Kenya is a massive holiday destination. We know our tourism industry is like one of our big things. You know what I mean? Like it's one of our big attractions. But what I love about Superior Hotels in the greater sense is these guys are really about local tourism. They're like, listen, we're not trying to get the guy from Belgium. Akikuja, cool. You see pressure. But they really target Kenyans and the greater East Africa for like holiday experiences and you know what I mean? And I love that so much because it took a very long time for this country to be about local tourism. For us who are like, if the hotel is not filled with white folk, this is not a holiday. You know what I mean? So it's taken a lot of like legwork and turnaround to do that. And I say this because the times when I've been to like Naivasha Resort, when I've been to Sweet Lake, majority of the what did you call them? Hoteliers or whatever it is, has been Africans from all over the continent. But it's for the first time because growing up, we all knew if you went on holiday, if you didn't see the mzungus wakiwaka Santan, hiyo si holiday. Utambia dada, wewe umechupeleka holiday mwitu. Hiyo ilikuwa holiday mwitu mbaya. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's awesome that you guys really support like local tourism and you're really about that life. And I commend you guys for that effort and that work. And your hospitality is so top tier because you guys, they actually do the please and thank yous. And they're kind. Because I've had like irate clients who, after a couple of Hennessy's, they get to the reception and they're wilding. And you can see the guy is like, wait, I wanted to punch you. But, because of how we've been trained and how Superior Hotels carries itself, they'll just maintain decorum. You know what I mean? Yeah, so is that one of the key things you guys have in terms of like your brand?
Yeah, actually our tagline is redefining hospitality.
Ish.
I know.
My guy. You see, I'm not Jay-Z too.
That is the major target that we have with our staff.
Yeah.
Like just be kind and
smile for everybody. Yeah, because Sandra doesn't smile every day. Bruh. So it will take a lot. I think this is why God ensured I'm not in the hospitality industry. Because if I was, they'd be like, okay, so there's a crazy lady who works at this place and she's really charming. You know what I mean? Bruh. So Semiti is having a fantastic time. He loves the space. He loves the hospitality. Loves the food. The guy had 2 breakfasts yesterday. Wow. I asked him, I was like, hey, Baba, is it that you're starving in South Africa? I'm a wagwan. Bruh. I'm like, 2 breakfasts. What is it, my G? He was like, Basano, it's just so nice. So even in terms of like quality of what you guys put out there is really top tier. So congratulations for that. And we appreciate you. And we thank you so much for being amazing. So shout out to the entire team at Westwood and the greater one. We're gonna get when Semiti gets it, then we'll get his manual, not my side, you know, because he might be like, Sandra, you're lying. Me, I don't know. I got so what he gets it, then he'll tell us his like straight up experience. But sasa DJ Nesh came. Wacha nikuulize swali moja. there's been a movement happening in the 254 for the last maybe 4 years, since even just before COVID, that we know the founder, aka Joe Mishiri, started it. Yeah, play KE music. Okay, and a lot of the time the issue was Kenyan DJs don't play Kenyan music, and this is why Kenyan music isn't, and I always fought against that tagline, because I was like, no. If you want to consume Kenyan music, you will consume Kenyan music, because we've got incredible music. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the DJs, because you see, you get on, a club hires you, whatever club it is, and you start playing, and 17 customers come to you, play for me techno, play for me this. At some point, it's like, listen, the owner of the club is looking at you like, my guy, my customers want to hear this. Yeah. You're insisting on playing for me this. I'm the one who's paying you. Yeah. So, kindly, please, you need to play on my customers' own, because they're the ones who are bringing money for me to be able to pay you. Exactly. You understand? And a lot of people are not understanding that. Yeah. And it has taken a lot for guys to understand, no, this has nothing to do with the DJs. The DJs play what people want to hear. Given, I'm going to give like a 30% leeway of this. Because to a certain extent, and it's clearly what we've seen with like South African music, you can literally teach people what they should listen to. And we've seen that with South African music. Because who in Kenya was listening to Amapiano? No. Who in the world was listening to Amapiano? But South African DJs and producers were like, yeah, so my guys, this is all I'm going to play. This is all you guys are going to listen to. Yeah. So whether you want to listen to it or not, it is what it is. You know what I mean? To the point where they've infiltrated markets that we never thought anybody could infiltrate. You know what I mean? Davido's 7 songs in the new album is house. Yeah. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Biggest break, Asake, whole Asake, as much as people like to think that's Afrobeats, that's the basis of Asake's music is house. Is house music. You understand? Yeah. So to be able to infiltrate that market in that way, because DJs were like, sit not cheza mapiano. So if you guys are not listening to this, don't come to Southern Africa. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Like, don't come, we don't, like, that's what it is. And right now, globally, because of their consistency, that's what it's done. Do you think for Kenyan DJs, that movement when it started, is that applicable now?
You see, let me first start off by telling you, I used to work at Y254 TV for the past 2 years. My show, Y254 TV.
Oh, Y254, yeah.
So my show was strictly Kenyan music. 4 hours.
Got you.
Every single Saturday.
Got you.
So when we were playing, I think we were the only station playing Kenyan music strictly. But now, when these people started ranting again about hashtag play
yeah.
So they just say on online play KE, but they don't even support you guys. They don't even recognize you guys
100%
for doing all that.
100%.
Now to make matters worse, when you take the artists with the DJs, when you combine them, still doesn't give that major impact with these influencers who are saying play KE.
Yeah.
Plus also, sio kwa ubaya, lakini sema kama if Joe was the one who started, kwa nini hakuna show ya 254 ni Amapiano? You know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
Yeah, I think haina haja sahi.
Right. Yeah. But I think haina haja sahi because in the global space right now,
no, we are there. We see you even have people in the overseas. And when DJs wakienda huko, they play Kenyan music and you can see them videos and people are vibing to it.
Shout out to Ivy. Poison Ivy is really about that life. I'm like that girl for the Dallas Cowboys. She plays for the Dallas Cowboys and like the greater NBA.
Yeah.
I'm like, she starts her set with like a random
Kenyan.
what's his name, like Colin Mustafa, and I'm like, Mom.
the biggest, there's one she did with the Dundai.
But do you understand? That's what she starts her set with.
Yeah.
So shout out to Poison, because Poison Ivy, she's really about that exploitation of Kenyan music. Yeah. And why? Let me tell you. Okay, so personally, obviously, I'm an advocate for the greater African music space. Yeah. Massive advocate, and I'm about that life. But I always tell people, when they start to actually listen to Kenyan content, we have some ridiculously incredible talent. Not necessarily the commercial side, but I'm saying there's artists from here that you can't even compare to ideally, in my opinion, anybody on this continent in that way. You know what I mean? Like it's beyond.
Exactly.
Because I'm like from the vocalist level to the production to the engineering, it's top tier. We have a Grammy-winning engineer and producer in the 254, Trevor. For Time Flies, ile ya Burna Boy na Sauti Sol.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Trevor Mogak, based here.
Kenya. Kenya.
Kenyan guy. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, and not any other country can really just claim that. Low-key guy, atumjui hivyo. He's not in standard newspaper on a random Friday morning. But those are the accolades he has. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's monumental in my opinion. That's a very, very big deal. And when people start to actually pay attention to the talent in the music that is the 254, I feel like it's going to go that much further. And I attest to the fact that if you look at, Soul Natives, do you guys know Soul Natives from South Africa? So they are a DJ and producer duo. Okay. 2 dudes, epic, and they do live on a piano. So Thomas does the kawaida DJing, and then Sana physically manually plays the instruments. Yes, because they did it with Jamie. So like it's like live on a piano, which we've never seen, and that's what that's the space they're breaking into. And so they did an artist camp here last year for about a month. And they put together, and they met like, I don't know, maybe like 100 Kenyan artists. Naturally, they just wound up being like, so tunaenda kufanya kazi na Sauti Sol, na ni hivyo. Because nyi wengine mnaban. So, they put together an entire like album stroke project together. And it's done so much on the other side. Because people are like, guys can sing like this on that side, and we're like, but guys, mbona mliona tuwezi imba? People should stop judging us based on Simple Boy. Like I'm like, stop.
Simple Boy.
I swear, I'm like, don't judge us based on that. Don't judge us based on that. You know what I mean? Those are gimmicks. Those are industry gimmicks. Stop. But for you in your set, like right now, when you go to play. Capacity-wise, or percentage-wise, how much Kenyan content do you play?
I think like 20 or maybe like 15%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, after all that play KE music,
I
think I got tired for playing Kenyan music.
Wow.
So, as in, it's not like
hold on, bro.
It's 2 years. Hey, get
Sorry?
it. 2 years every single Saturday. 2 years straight, every single Saturday for 4 hours.
Listen, you cannot say you're tired.
Bro, you get tired.
Bruh, where's the patriotism, my guy? Are you... Azcom right now cannot get tired of playing Nigerian music.
No, you can't.
My guy, he'll play for 12 hours in a night and he'll be cool.
Maybe I got tired, bwana.
What?
So then I shifted my drive into dancehall music.
Mtu akuja chukue msee. Sijui anasema nini hapa in public. Mtu akuja mchukue. Okay, but you do 15... So... As a DJ, who's your favorite Kenyan artist?
I think I've got to stick with Major.
No, I love Major. Let me tell you.
I always go with Major.
And then all his performances, he's so lit.
That's the thing.
He's so lit.
Humble. Flow.
He's so lit. Like, even if you don't know the music, just his vibes, you're ready to go. Let me tell you. So I'll tell you how deep my love for Major has gone.
Yeah.
I can't drink now outside of in a glass.
The tumbler.
For like the last, I swear, I'm not even joking. If you got like literally, and then to the point where the bougie clubs, they've gotten to a place where they know, they will tell you, unajua hapa VIP hatuwezi eka tumbler, but me they will give me a tumbler because I'm like, mimi sikunywi na hiyo glass yenu. So nyinyi mjue kenye mtafanya. I'm like, it's either you want me to buy or you want me to like pick a battle.
Eka tumbler umesikia.
Anaona West is on brand. Relax. Hospitality. Redefining hospitality. Kindly please. Can you
red cup?
In plenty. It's in plenty, my guy. It's in plenty. Who's your favorite artist, Dottie? Don't say Major just because he shot the video at your hotel. Relax.
Yeah, but Nesh.
You like Nesh? So oh yeah? Why?
His old songs. I grew up with his old songs. So
No. First of all, there's no old songs. You grew up with kleptomaniacs. There's a difference.
Kleptomaniacs, yeah.
You grew up with kleptomaniacs. You didn't grow up with Nyashinsky.
But he did branch out.
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. So you can't say Nyash. If you're saying the old songs, you grew up with kleptomaniacs.
And then he
got
branched out.
Yeah.
And then he came back now.
No, his comeback.
It was epic.
Like that guy when he said, "Bruh, mimi nimechill na nyinyi mnachoma, wacha nikuje niwafundishe adabu." Alikuja kufundisha industry adabu. Because everybody was like, "Sorry, Yeah. No, I love it. I really love. I love to see it. Yeah. So Nesh, I'm really interested in the tattoos you've got on your left arm.
Oh.
You know why? Because I've always wanted to do the bands, but sorry, it's really struck my mind because that's like a thing. But I don't think I have the patience yet.
So that's every person's question to Kipatana. Like, what's the
Because
meaning
it's
of your
late.
tattoo? Thank you. But doesn't really have any meaning. So nilienda nikaambia msee nichore vitu hivi and then that's like I really don't have tattoos for meaning.
Imagine Nesh, as in that's not even like cute.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, what do you mean you just went and told the guy just draw for me?
No, imagine you just Google like.
Okay, so for the record,
Yeah.
the band tattoos historically, what it means, okay, is infinity.
Okay.
So you can you when you put them in, it's either like infinity for family, infinity for my career, infinity for love, infinity for if you're a parent, infinity. For the record, please go with that story.
No,
The next time you talk to anybody, kindly please, because I'm like
the inspiration from this one was from what?
What?
Teen Wolf. Have you ever seen Teen Wolf